Hey guys, how's it going? Finally eating something this time. Haven't done that in like 20 days. um, Fruit Loops with marshmallows. I didn't know they made that. And speaking of which, these marshmallows are so small. like, really small. Anyway, um, um, actually, it's already getting soft. I might have to eat this first. Hold on, I have to pause it now. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. So, I'm sorry. Hold on. I had to eat it first. 'Cause I don't think there's any uh cereal that I like soft. I don't like it when it's soft. So I had to eat it really quickly, and it took me like another 3 minutes. So it wasn't that long. I probably should have just left it in there, then let you guys hear me eat. Anyway, so I'm uploading 2 videos. Well, at least I hope so. I'm uploading 2 videos today because yesterday I recorded myself for, oh my god, like 55 minutes, I think, nearing an hour, yesterday. And for some reason, my video editor was taking a lot longer than it should have been to render the video, because like the more video like images on the thing, the harder it is for the video to actually render. And because like mine is like all black until for like 3 seconds of a thing, it should take like 6-7 seconds for each percent or whatever. So it's like 600 or 650 seconds. There you go. Sorry. So it's like 12 minutes, 13 minutes. That's how long it should take. And when you're waiting for 12 minutes, it's long. But if you're doing something, it should not. It's like, oh my god, that just like blew right quick. There's 3 minutes left. So, but for some reason, it jumped all the way to like 18 minutes, and I'm like, what the heck? So it was really weird. So like, and I tried rendering it. So I was like, maybe I accidentally made it like 1080p. So I canceled it. I specifically went to 720p because I usually do 720p because like, what's the point of making it larger if it's there's no picture. But again, it jumped all the way to 17. I was like, what the heck? So, and I was getting tired. It was like 11 or something. Not 11. It was nearing 12, and I was like, I don't want to do this. So I went to sleep. I woke up. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 13, and God, I have to say, I am so bored with Snow. Snow is the weakest character. He's not supposed to be fighting. He's supposed to be a sentinel. All right, and it was just really annoying. Anyway, but what I did though, I actually played a little bit longer than I grinded a little bit because Hope had 400, another 400, plus another 600, so 600, 1200, like 1600 CP points that I had to get because I wanted Hope to be like all his stats. I wanted it to be as high as they could at the moment. Yeah. So I grinded for like 40 minutes, I think, by fighting literally the same 3 groups of people for 40 minutes. So I was like literally, okay, so the level is, you have like, there's like this ground level in the middle of a plaza. A plaza, if you don't know, it's like a huge kind of stadium thingy, but like think of it more Romanish, not Constantinople. What is it called? Think of it like a stadium, but like in the middle of the stadium, kind of. It's more like a parkish. Anyway, so it's a little big, but like there was a fight going on, so there's ice everywhere. So you have actually kind of a confined space where you can walk. Anyway, so there's 3 people you fight. You go up this ice. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that, but John just texted me. Anyway, so you go up like this ice slope, which doesn't make any sense because it's ice, and the guy was jumping on it like he wasn't falling at all. It was stupid. And then you go up to so it's like a circle building where it's like really a circle, and then kind of like a stadium type of thing, as I said. Anyway, so you go on like this first floor of the stadium, and it's like kind of like a walkway. Anyway, and then you fight another set of people, but you fight like 3 normal dudes and a stronger guy. And I literally did that for, and then then there's another group, but I think it's the same thing. So I fought those 3 groups for about 40 minutes until I was able to get Hope completely up. And the reason why I don't go like, oh, I'll eventually get the CP in this level, the reason why I don't do that is because I what the heck? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I saw like a reflection thing and it was like really weird. The reason why I do that at the beginning of the level is so well, not only when I go further into the level, I'd actually have the stats up already, so I have that small advantage already. But I also I get used to fighting these things because I wasn't used to using snow ever. Like it was like the first time I used them in a week actually, a week and 3 days, because like I didn't play for like a week. What I find real kind of weird actually, but but like the first time I like literally when I started playing the game, I had to fight with snow. For the second time I've used him in a week and a half, and I was not used to him because he is weak. He doesn't have weapons. He uses his hands. I hope in the future he gets like these gauntlets, because what he has now is just so stupid. Like who? It's just really retarded. Like he should get gauntlets or Cestus. Is it Cestus? CESUTS, I think. They're basically metal gloves. Not gauntlets, like they're leather, but they have metal platings on it. Like literally the first time I heard of that was on Assassin's Creed 2, and I want them so badly. They look amazing. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, but like I got used to him now, because like now I changed the style of fighting where I attack somebody like with 2 hits, and which means their stagger meter goes up a little bit, and then I change in the middle of the last hit to both Ravengers. Now Ravengers are they use magic, but like they're really good at chaining combos. Not really. Like the point of a Ravenger is that sometimes, obviously there's people who have weakness to magics and all that, but like when you're fighting somebody who doesn't really have a weakness to magic, but you're still using it, is the reason why is because their stagger meter goes up like 4 times faster, because that I really don't know why. Like logically I don't know why, but like in the game that's what it means. So I hit them like 3 times, so they're stagger. Oh, one thing is, if you're using magic and you hit somebody when they don't have if you don't have anything on their stagger meter goes up and down really, really quickly. So to cheat that, which I'm assuming is actually a real strategy, is that you hit them a few times so their thing goes up just a little bit, their stagger meter, and then it falls down slowly because the game thinks you're using this strategy with attacking like that. So they don't think of you using magic, so the stagger meter goes down kind of slowly. Well, normal, like for me, it's like normal slow. And then I change to both Ravengers, and then I chain up the moves, and like the stagger meter just goes up so like nearly to 99%. And then before it changes to 99, I change back to my normal attacks, and then they stagger. And when you stagger them, you can fling up enemies in the air if you're a commando. So it's pretty cool. And then like obviously because they're staggered, then your attacks deal like I think you're 3 times stronger. So it's pretty cool. So yeah. But anyway, that's how I do things, and I finally figured out how to do that with snow, and thankfully I did learn that because there was like 2 extra battles you could do with a group of people, and if I didn't know how to fight with snow, I would have been killed because Hope actually died. He died, and I had to bring him back with a Phoenix Down, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know why it's called a Phoenix Down. Should be called a Phoenix Up or just a Phoenix Potion? Because Phoenix, if you don't know, can, after the moment they die, they regenerate, they explode, and they become out of their ashes. There's another Phoenix or whatever. Like they're reborn, like they continuously reborn. So like technically, they're like they die all the time, but they're always the same. They live, so it's the same. Basically, it's like the Avatar cycle. Anyway, so that's why they call it a Phoenix, but they call it a Phoenix Down. I don't know why. I don't know why the down is there. Anyway, but I had to use it on him once because he died. Because like I fought like this thing where it was 4 normal guys, which already like as themselves wouldn't be too difficult. It's just be like 4. If they're gunmen, that's hard to hit them because like they don't have to move, they just shoot at you, and those guns deal quite a bit of damage. And if you got shot by 3 different people at the same time, it's like you lose like 1/4 of your life. You just have to get hit like anyway. So it was like 4 of those people, all gunmen, so that was already difficult. And then it was like a mini, not a mini boss, and then like a very strong guy. If the strong guy that I'm talking about, I don't remember what they're called. If he was just by himself, that would already be a difficult battle, kind of, because you have to stagger him twice to win. And so yeah, so it was quite difficult because I was like, okay, who do I fight? Do I fight the gunman first, or do I fight the big bad guy first? Or do I do him last? Like, what do I do? So I was like, I'll just do the big bad guy first. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to hit him a few times so that the stagger meter will go down slowly. And then I'm going to switch to Ravager. And then I have to, do that. And finally he staggered. I flung him up to the air and I started hitting him and all that stuff. Like, oh my gosh, he's not dying. and then, the gunman is shooting Hope. So, yeah. Normally I don't drink milk. Well, normally I don't drink milk by itself, which is bad. You guys should drink milk. Also, against my normal-ish thing in life, I drink milk the moment I'm done with the cereal because it's still cold. I never wait, and I just did. I didn't mean to, and I was like, anyway. I do like Fruit Loops. I really do. Anyway. Sorry, I can hear my sister out there, and it's freaking me out. So yeah. And now I'm back in here, in my room, because I was like, oh, I have to upload the video. Oh, I have to render the video, and then I have to upload it, which I did. I finally did. And then I was like, okay, as it was rendering, I was like, what am I going to do? It's done. Published. There it is. It's done, guys. Anyway. But as it was rendering and publishing, well, mostly rendering, because like 12 minutes. Well, it took 13 minutes to render. I was like, what am I going to do? I can't do anything big when it's rendering because I don't want my laptop to overheat. So I was like, I'm just going to watch a few things. There's this YouTube channel called Team 4-Star where they do an abridged Dragon Ball Z series, which is hilarious. I think it's one of the most popular abridged series in history. And God, those guys are so smart. Those guys are so funny as well. And they have like Isabel just sent me a thing on Skype. It's like 1 in the morning. No, it's not 1 in the morning. It's like, I forget what time is it for her. It's like 8 p.m. or something. Oh yeah, she's 8 hours ahead of me. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I nearly just looked that up. So I'm gonna try to log into Skype real quick. But anyway, so I was watching an episode, and I remember like, oh, there's, they have a second channel called TFS, Team 4 Star Gaming, where they it's like a dual kind of thing that they do in it. Well, it's a gaming channel, but it's also it's kind of a dual thing there. They have the writers and all that stuff they play, which the writers are funny. But I never actually seen it, so I'm sorry, I don't know if it's actually funny. But they also have characters from the show, which is just Krillin, Vegeta, and Nappa play other games, and oh my god, Vegeta and Nappa are just so funny. Like, they're just I never laugh as much as I do with him. Anyway, but like, I was watching Renegade for Life, which is a new kind of series for that show where it's just Vegeta, because normally he plays with Nappa, and they play just all sorts of games. They actually play like a lot of games together, different genres, and Krillin usually plays horror games because Krillin's a pansy, and it's funny. People think it's funny. Sorry, I was reading the message. So she's learning how to drive. She's 19 years old, if I remember correctly. And she's like, I'm glad when it's done. Me and my teacher, we really don't get along, but we have to. It's horridly annoying. How much longer until you get to drive all by yourself? Question mark. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, so then I was just watching it. I was watching, I think, 2 different episodes, and then I watched Trials Fusion, and I think something else, but I don't remember what it was. And then now 17 minutes ago, right before I did this, I watched the Skyrim one, where for some reason it motivated me to write, and I'm an idiot. I'm a complete moron. I didn't write. I was like, man, I'm so motivated to do this. And I logged in to write, but then I was like, I should probably talk about this. And then now I'm doing that. Now I'm doing that. So, so you have only a few weeks left, or have you already done some? So she has a few more lessons, I guess, apparently. Anyway. So, yeah, so I'm an idiot. After this, I'm gonna try to write chapter 3, or I'm gonna try to outline chapter 3, I guess, first. And it's, I actually don't know what it's gonna, I do know what it's gonna be about, but I really don't know how I'm gonna put everything together, to be honest, because it's not gonna be like a normal chapter where something happens. I don't think it's gonna be me trying to explain the way of life, I guess. well, I guess that's true. I was thinking like maybe I could explain more on how they eat food, how in depth of how the feeding goes, because they're going outside the village barrier, basically, for hunting. So they're going to a nearby forest and lake where I'm assuming that people are going to be like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to eat. So hopefully that will be like, 4 or 5 pages. I hope. Because I don't know. I can't write. I don't know what it's about. I can't write that much. It's weird. I don't know how people can think of so much stuff to fit in one chapter where it's like, oh, there's a 20-page chapter. So, how many breaks are there? I don't know. So, yeah. Anyway, so I guess that's it for now. I'm gonna, continue talking to Isabel, the German girl. Je m'appelle. That's French. I don't. What's German? German. I know Russian. Меня зовут Jared. I was thinking of Derek and Jared at the same time for my name. It just didn't work out. So, yeah. I'm gonna. So that's what I'm probably gonna do. I'm probably gonna hopefully write a little bit, and yeah. Oh, I also want to get the Skyrim soundtrack on off YouTube. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna listen to it and see if that's any good. Because I do kind of need like fantasy music. It's kind of weird, like medieval kind of fantasy music when I write. I know I usually listen to Chronicles of Narnia, but then it's gotten kind of like cliche for me to listen to it. I only got like 4 songs off of YouTube that I know. So, and sometimes the Assassin's Creed 3 soundtrack, because it's Native American and like kind of in that genre. But other than that, I really don't have any other music, to be honest, which is kind of sucky. So, yeah, I'm gonna see if Skyrim does well. And, oh, speaking of which, I'm thinking about getting my sister to start walking and watch YouTube on Monday next week. So it's like 3 days from now. So I have to walk her 3 more times today, 4 times tomorrow, plus another 4 times. It's 8, 11, just 11 more times. It's not that hard, I don't think. So, but I'm gonna try to get her to walk only in the morning, because in the morning she thinks it's harder in the morning, which I guess is kind of true. But the thing is, she can actually see. At night, you can't really see. You don't know where she's going in the grass. You don't know if there's anything in the grass. You don't know if she's eating the grass or she's just smelling. So like, I'd rather take charge at that point. So I'm gonna get her to walk in the morning. Anyway, so hold on. I need to not respond, but I first have to read the message that John gave me, and yeah. Renegade for life. A true saying always sprinkles before he tinkles. No, a true saying sprinkles when he tinkles. I'm gonna actually. There's actually kind of a dirty joke, I guess, that I made up like a few weeks ago. I hope I made it up. I hope I didn't hear it from anywhere. But like, it's kind of a dirty way of how a girl goes to the bathroom. It's called because he's talking about how saints go to the bathroom. They sprinkle when they tinkle, and I'm like, a true woman. A true saying always sprinkles when he tinkles. And like, a true woman tinkles through the wrinkle. Tinkle? A true woman tinkles through the wrinkle. So hopefully it's funny. Yeah. Anyway, so all right. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk. I didn't mean to. Well, I actually did. I have like 16 more minutes until I reach like. Oh, I'm sorry. I talked too much. I have like 6 minutes until I go. I should probably leave. So I'm actually not. I don't feel that bad. So anyway, but yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not bored with Final Fantasy. I'm just bored with snow. And oh my god. Okay, here's another thing. What's this? There's a new character now named Fang, who I already knew was there because I already played the game before. Like I got like nearly halfway done with the game before, and she was there. And Anyway, she is so weak. She has so much stuff that she can level up on, but she has no CP, which doesn't make any sense. She should level up with me as I keep getting CP, but she didn't get any. So she has like nearly 5,000 CP points that I have to get her through until she's as strong as she can be. And even now, she's weaker than everyone. So I actually had to give her one of my best rings and amulets. Well, one, which is one that gives her a plus 50 points. So, and she finally made the 800 HP mark. So yeah. Anyway, and it sucks. And but the good thing about this though is that her weapon is as strong as all the other weapons, but it's still level 1, which means you only need 200 experience points to level it up, which is pretty good. But other than that, though, she's weak, and I don't like her. I don't like her voice. Well, actually, her voice is okay. It's Vanelle's voice that annoys the heck out of me because it's really forced, and I hate it when it's forced. Okay, but anyway, so I guess I'll talk to you later. I don't know how many more chapters Naruto has, but I'm annoyed. I'm going to pretend that they killed Madara, and that's how they defeat him, and they defeat him, and that's the end. And then whatever happens after that, after the, now is the actual ending. So I'm just gonna forget the whole Kagura battle because that was retarded. And I normally have never talk like that about things that I like. And yeah. And I actually don't think I'll be able to read any more about Imperial Academy because that is just everywhere. And by everywhere, I mean all the places that it shouldn't be. It's boring. It doesn't look good. The story doesn't make any sense. The story isn't important. The main character is annoying. Just all the stuff that doesn't need to be there. And it's like, I can do it. So, alright, I'm gonna leave now. And then after I walk Pachitu in about 30 minutes, I'm going to make some egg rolls for myself. So, yeah. And then I'm going to try to write now. So, all right. Well, the reason why I'm stalling is because I'm trying to think what I'm supposed to write because I really don't want to just, sit there and think. Because that's what gets me tired. So, anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.